table with my bestie. Holy Spirit, stretch me, please. In Jesus' name, amen.
Welcome to Bible and Besties.
Hello.
Hi, besties.
Hey, besties. Thanks for joining us for yet another episode of Bible and Besties. I'm having a blast.
I'm having a blast. We always having a blast. And we don't mean that like lightly. It's always a great time when you got your word in your bestie. When you got your Bible in your bestie, it's always a great time. Like, you can't ask for much. You got the ultimate bestie, Jesus, and my ultimate bestie, Brittany.
Aww.
And we got some good work. Speaking of besties, today we're going to talk about when it's too soon to befriend somebody. We got on this topic because we were talking about just navigating friendships and how we both have experienced some rough times with friends, where that was maybe shedding friends that we had too long, that were only seasonal, or befriending people too quickly without vetting them, and then also outgrowing people.
Can you, for those who may not know what you mean by vetting them, could you elaborate a little bit on what do you mean by vetting a friend?
Yes. So vetting them is basically testing the fruit by the fruit. Getting to know the person long enough to see who they really are. Like, do they have good character? And I think that a lot of times we can just see somebody and say, hey girl, you on the black shirt? I ain't on the black shirt. You have natural hair? I have natural hair. You like that song? I like that song. Let's be friends. And it's just like, no, you cannot do that, because then when life and things start to happen, you find out that you guys, not only do you not have things in common, but this person has been putting on the front. This person actually don't even like that black shirt. That was just something that they put on, or they borrowed from somebody. They don't really like that song. They don't even really know the words. They were just like, I heard it one time, and maybe they wanted to use you, and so they pretended like they were into the things that you were into, but in short,
you got excited about it.
Yeah, and they got access really quickly to you, and they liked that, and so they wanted to keep using you on that level. But in short, it's just getting to know somebody by their character, making sure that their character match the type of person that you actually want to be friends with.
You can't take that grade school approach and apply it in your adult life. When you were saying that about you got on that black shirt, you like that song, it made me think about like how easy it is. Well, it's not always easy for everyone, but like how you used to get put at the same table with your classmates and all of that, or a group project, or just, as a kid, it's easy to be like, oh, you got that, I got that too. Okay, we're besties. I mean, how many times in grade school did you make a friend in a day? You make a friend in 5 minutes, and you enjoyed them that day, and you kept doing it, and then you look up and you had your 5th grade best friend, your 6th grade best friend, or whatever the case may be. It's not that easy in our adult life. We got to be intentional, and we have to observe. No matter how much a chemistry is enjoyable, or no matter how much you may think you have in common with somebody, you do have to be intentional about spiritually investigating above all the situation, especially with someone you think you enjoy.
And so, like, I want to answer the question in short, but then also dive into how you can actually do that, and then maybe sharing some overall examples of what we went through and how we navigated it. But there isn't really a time length on when to, or how long it's going to take you to get to know somebody. So when it's too soon, I think too soon is when you haven't not judged them, but you haven't seen their character yet. they haven't had the opportunity to show themselves for who they are. And sometimes that can happen in a day. Like you could meet somebody and you both could be put in a situation where your character shows. And in that moment, oh, I just met this person today and I see their character. I know that this is a good friend, or I know that this is not somebody I want to befriend. And so there isn't necessarily a time length, but it is some checkpoints. So too soon is going to be when you don't know nothing about them. That's too soon. And you could be friends or in communication with somebody for years and not know them. And then that is too soon to call them friend because you still don't know them.
That's excellent. If you've had a surface level connection with someone that has lasted for years, don't make yourself think that y'all best friends. That like, and you don't have to be, you know what I mean? Like there's no award for the most best friends. You know, like I love that you said it's not a thing of timeline, but rather a thing of checkpoints. Because I have lived it. I have lived scenarios in which God thrust me into a friendship and he allowed for a scenario to take place where it showed us right then and there, you're somebody I can, either you are somebody I can truly rely on, or you somebody I can't wait to get away from.
No, seriously.
It's only going to go one of two ways. You know what I'm saying? When did you know that you could trust me?
That's so interesting because this is the only question I think that we said that we were going to talk about beforehand, but I don't think it was a matter of you having to prove yourself. I think it was a matter of me recognizing your character by your language, by your heart posture, like literally how you showed up. I knew that you were a woman or young woman at the time of integrity, and that you were really like what you are passionate about really tells me a lot about you. And so to see you light up when you talked about music, to see you light up when you talked about giving back, because we met at Kenwood Burger. So we met at Kenwood, and we didn't become friends until after high school, but it was at a place where we both had the opportunity to give back to a program that we were a part of. And just seeing how you reacted to that, God had just allowed me to discern your spirit. I seen your spirit, and I sensed it, and I had encounters with other people before, and it was nothing like the encounter that I had with you, just you being you. And I knew, number one, you were different. Number two, you were really about living a pure and holy life. And we started to spend time together. And when we started to spend time together and we started talking, if you really want to know something about somebody, just listen to them talk. And the things that we used to talk about, I mean, what you see now, besties online, what you see now in these episodes, this is literally the embodiment of our friendship. So when we first started hanging out, we literally used to sit and talk about this, talk about life, talk about our passions, talk about, and I had no other friend like that because nobody was on that level. So just spending time with you and hearing you speak, like I said, seeing what you were passionate about. Most people make music and they say they like music, but real music lovers and real like those passionate, compassionate people, it's a different type of energy that be coming forth. And I was like, this is my girl.
Good times.
Yes.
Those were some, oh man. If y'all knew how deep the well of creativity goes with this one right here. Oh, someday you'll know. But I appreciate that. That really meant a lot to me. There's a key moment that I think about often pertaining to you. Sometimes I sit and I am just I'm just going through my, my close ones, and I'm just I always want God to keep in my mind pivotal moments that were like defining for my friendships. And I think it's important to always remember your why. Why am I close with someone? Why are we what we are? When did that happen? When did I know? Like, I just think it's important to constantly remind yourself of the moments where someone did something that just no one else had ever done, or someone did something that was just like, it just truly made you feel like you ever like be in conversation with someone or talking to someone and you can see it on them that they genuinely love you. Like, that is a feeling like no other. That is, y'all ought to be present. Like, even when you listen to this, pay attention to your interactions. After you watch this episode this week, pay attention to your interactions. Pay attention to how people look at you, especially those that you're close to. Pay attention to what that eye contact feels like, what that hug feels like, what that how are you today feels like. Give them a real answer. You know what I'm saying? But there was a moment that I don't know if this was I always get 2016 and 2017 mixed up.
Yeah.
But regardless, there was a moment, it might have been 2017. It doesn't matter. There was one particular day, I was out and about, and in that season, I was coming over your crib a lot.
All the time.
I was always over there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we had necessarily planned to see each other this night, but I was at
I think I know what you're about to say.
Okay.
Yes.
So I was at someone else's kickback of some sort, and my cycle came unexpectedly. And I just did not feel well. And wherever I was, I wasn't far from you. And I remember contacting Keisha and just being like, I feel very sick. My cramps are cramping today, and I think I'm just going to go home or something. And you literally were like, you should come over. I can fix you some tea. Like, she is so good at, she's so nurturing. She is so good at knowing how to nurture someone. And you were like, I'm gonna fix you some tea, come over, we watch a movie, we just chill out. I go over there feeling I was not feeling up to par at all. But I mean, I was always excited to see my bestie, so I wasn't gonna like not come, but in my head, oh man, this you might see me a little out of character because I don't feel well. This is like your first time seeing me not be upbeat and silly and all the things. I go over there. You prepare some sort of concoction. I don't know. I do not know. You prepared some sort of concoction and you fixed this tea, which was just a cup of love, to be honest. And we put a movie on. We talking. I'm drinking this tea. And it's just like, wow, this is okay. Who needs ibuprofen? And I'm just like, like in that moment, it was just like, in that season, there was not many people. One, I could call and be like, girl, I do not feel well. I don't know what to do. Trying to make it home, but I just feel all type of, and then someone could say, come over and I will come over and I'll tend to you, basically. And I mean, she, within a matter of an hour, the company, the conversation, the movie, whatever it was, we probably was talking through it anyway. The tea, it was just like, she cares about me. She loves me. Yeah. She heard that I was sick. You could have said, girl, go home, get into bed. You could have said, you know what I mean? And you wouldn't have been wrong. I mean, I wasn't even with you. I was somewhere else. So you could have been like, Bestie, you probably need to leave there, go home, get into bed. You know what I mean? Like, but you said, come over here. I got you, basically. And I think about that often because this is not talked about enough. But, a huge part of loving others is to serve them. Yeah. And I think that where one is graced to serve in this type of way, another one may be graced to serve in an entirely different type of way. And when it comes to I don't know. You got that. I personally have felt like a recipient of just you nurturing, whether that be you doing my hair or fixing the tea or the coffee or whatever the case may be. When you did that day, I just felt like safer and safe. I had felt safer with you in that moment than I ever had because one, I was not feeling my best, and two, what you did worked.
Wow.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and then I ended up being over there like 4 hours.
Wow. I actually did not. I didn't
think I was
think,
going to say that?
I didn't think you were gonna say that, and I completely forgot about that.
What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were gonna say that one time that you went to like you were with Erica and it was like a 20 no
a sleepover.
Yeah, and like you needed to stay up all night, and so we just stayed up all night and we drank like
that was
5 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I didn't even. Wow, I remember that.
You just I don't know. I just the moment like you being nurturing was a layer that was peeled back and revealed to me. It was just like I just feel so safe around her.
Yeah.
And I know that if I'm in a situation or if I feel unwell in any type of capacity, like my bestie got my back.
Call me. Wow, that's good to know because I think sometimes, well, at least for me, because we were talking about just how my personality seems from the outside looking in. And I think that over time, I wondered if you still felt as comfortable to come and be personable. Like if I was showing myself like that. You know what I'm saying?
You had a season where you was disconnected.
Yeah.
You had a season. And it did, admittedly, it did worry me. It did. It weighed on me for like a year. But at the same time, it was one of those situations where you had already shown me what you at your most present, available, and vulnerable was like. So I already experienced that. That was enough to hold me in the season in which I felt extremely disconnected from you. And it was just, I mean, for me, it was just like, I just found myself like missing that bond and missing those moments. I did. I reminded myself of the moments that we had in which there were moments I would know that I would think about for years to come. And I said, you know what? I'm going to wait.
So, you know, it was interesting. In our last episode, we talked about like basically losing yourself and finding yourself. And if we're thinking about the same time, I believe that the disconnect started when I started to be disconnected from myself.
Yeah.
And I started to become somebody else and completely losing myself. And so I couldn't show up in a way that was me because I wasn't me.
Yeah.
And it took a minute for me to just come back and say, whoa, girl, like you said, like, you know, whoa, peace, whoa, like, whoa, like, where you going? And that was that. So thank you for sticking around. I mean, because we've seen each other in multiple seasons, but that was a tough season for me. And I believe that there have been a few times where I just reach out to you and say, hey, I know I have not been able to
always,
like, you know, show up in this capacity, or I realize that I have not been loving you in your love language. And even hearing that, because acts of service is my love language, and to hear but to hear that you received my love in a way that I naturally give love, that is really good to know. But then also still knowing that no, you receive love with gifts and words of affirmation, and being able to show up for you in that way as well, when that is not where I naturally give love or receive love. And so
quality time has inched its way up on that list too. The older I get, quality time might have replaced gifts.
Ooh, wow.
And you know why? Because when I had my apartment fire and I couldn't keep everything, memories held me tighter than gifts did.
Ooh, come on, boys. Come on, boys. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, Holy Spirit, that was
Wow.
nice. But yeah, memories held me tighter. I couldn't keep everything when I lost most things, and so it was just like, well, if I don't have tangible proof of my bond and my friendships, what else do I have? At that point, well, you have memories, and I pray that the Lord will always, and He will. I pray that the Lord will keep my brain sharp enough to remember every single monumental and meaningful moment I've ever had with people I love, because those things, it does it for me. And so when I couldn't keep all the cups, the mugs, and all the special things that you'd given me, it was just like, okay, what do I have? Then it goes to, let's go take a walk.
Yes.
Let's go to, you took me to Pottery. Let's go see.
Yes.
Let's go to this book signing. Let's go. So then it's like, okay. Then you start to think that quality time, man, it's just,
it hit different.
It hit different when you really enjoy someone's company, because you could be spending quality time and you be in your head like, ooh, okay.
And you know what's interesting? Like, going back to just how do you basically know when somebody is a good fit for you, a good friend? And I realized that in most of my other friendships that I had at the time when we became friends, now I'm super easygoing anyway. But at the time I was too easygoing, so much easygoing that I wasn't advocating for myself, and I wasn't doing things that I enjoyed because the people around me didn't enjoy them. And so spending time with you, I realized it wasn't until I got to do what I actually wanted to do that I realized that was missing in my life, and that I had been putting myself last. Not only had I been putting myself last, but my other friends weren't choosing me.
Girl, that's good.
Because it was always what they wanted to do.
You have
and so since
no
I was
idea
easy going, I'm like, okay, cool, we can do that. But that's every time. Okay, cool, we can do that. Okay, cool, we can eat here. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And if I'm spending a lot of my time with those people, when do I have time for myself? When do I have time to actually enjoy myself, and not even being by myself, but when do I have time to really enjoy my experiences with my friends? And then we have nicknames for each other, and her nickname for me, my nickname for her is my angel ladybug, because because she's just that, very special, very unique, very a gift from God, amen, and a server, because angels, are here for our service, and she has that aspect of, servanthood.
I have a question. And my nickname for her is Sunshine, because that's all she has been since I've known her. When we decided to really embark upon our friendship, Keisha has truly been a ray of sunshine on the cloudiest of days.
Oh.
And it has, just, I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna, I ain't gonna go there. But what I'm saying is, you have been, goodness gracious. When we became friends, that was like literally a cloudy season, and you came and just brought and it was just like, it was like, yeah, let me, I want to get around the sun. Good things happen when you're around the sun. Good things happen. The sun has a way of charging you up. And
light has a way of exposing, because you were also that. Because angels glow.
Wow. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
Get a load of her. Get a load of her.
Oh, Lord.
That makes me think of one of my favorite scriptures concerning friendships and relationships overall, which I look for as a quality when building and growing with someone. And that is in Proverbs 27 and 17. As iron sharpens iron, So a friend sharpens a friend. I mean, it goes without saying, although it's been said.
Yeah. Many times, many ways.
Many times, you know. Oh, I love it. I love this episode. That's real good. Wow. She truly, you sharpen me, and you sharpen me in unexpected ways. Like you said, I was able to receive, like, by you not only valuing my love languages, but also feeling safe enough to show your own in a way that I'm like, whoa, what is, because it's not mine, it's not something I receive often. But when I moved back to Chicago and I went through a season of not having friends for a while, and then you were the first friendship into my adulthood post college. And that's why you're so pivotal, because God didn't let it be that long where I lost grip of that feeling. But it was long enough to where I missed something I didn't have language for. And then here you came, and it was like, oh my goodness, there's that warm, fuzzy feeling again. Oh, somebody here know how to do that?
Right.
Oh.
We nice in Chicago.
It's weird.
Okay, I'm nice in Chicago.
She's very nice. She's
very nice.
You know, but I mean,
how to say?
You know, mostly sweet, spicy when provoked.
Spicy when stirred.
You know, but just, you know, you sharpen me in a sense of, one, being able to receive. That is a sharpening tool, in which, again, it's not talked about. Are you good at receive? Can you receive love, even if you're the most independent person that you know? How do you receive? Do you receive love well, or does it take a person to have to do so much to where it's finally like, okay, let me start? Because people understand, when you're a giver and you're trying to give and you mean it, and someone is having difficulty receiving that can be a little discouraging for the giver as well.
Yeah.
And so, you sharpen me in a way of allowing for me to receive love that I need and maybe don't know. You sharpen me in a sense of, you talk that talk, you walk that walk, period. I mean, I'm accountable at all times around this one, especially at this stage in her life. She's so intentional with her words. She's intentional with what she does. She's not going to say it if it don't need to be said. And that's why, you know, people can have the wrong perception, because you may choose to be the one in a loud room that's not speaking, and it's not because you quiet, it's because you have discerned that it is best that you don't it's best you don't speak in this in this room, in this scenario. And watching you move like that sharpens me. You being you sharpens me. You just a sharpening tool. Look at you.
I'm the iron to your iron.
Come on now.
Wow, thank you, bestie. That means a lot, because sometimes I'll say that God has helped me to not be so prideful, to feel misunderstood. But sometimes it can be like, wow, all of these people keep saying these things about me, not realizing that I am really, like, nice. I'm sweet. Like, I really enjoy having conversations. However, like you said, I don't need to speak. So thank you for seeing me in that aspect.
Of course.
Yes.
What do you look for? What is a characteristic that you align with the word, that is something that stands out to you in your approach to whether or not you should get close to someone?
So, like I said, just earlier, if you listen to somebody talk long enough, you'll definitely know where they're at. And so, since I've never been a person, and I'm growing to not like this phrase, but this is my truth now. I've never been one that likes, like, unnecessary small talk, or just, you know what I'm saying? Like, just talking about just miscellaneous things, or talking about pop culture, gossip, things like that. It just never really interests me. And so I will find out based off of the conversations that we're having and how long you can stay in that conversation if we'll be friends or not. Because I've had people literally stop mid-conversation and say, oh, like, you talk deep all the time, huh?
Girl, I get that too.
Deep? Sir, ma'am, we're talking about just life. Yeah. What else? No judgment, sorry. What else are you talking about? What is there else to, for me, there's nothing else to talk about than what is. And I get that sometimes it can be overwhelming for people. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, the real is too much to think about. Maybe it's, I don't know. But based off of conversation and how long we can have a certain type of conversation, that will let me know if we can kick it on a certain type of level.
You appreciate conversations of substance. Yes. I do as well. That's how we got here.
And I also appreciate your punchlines. Your ability to like wrap up something in like the most fire bar. I appreciate that. She just be pew. But continue, sorry.
No, you're fine. I appreciate that. This is doing a lot for me. It is important to be real with yourself about the type of people you want to be around for a long period of time, the type of conversations you want to have. Like, it is totally fine. Two things can be true. She likes conversations of substance that are about something. She would rather not talk about miscellaneous things. They serve no purpose for what she, what she's about and what she's thinking about. Because at the end of the day, what goes in comes out anyway. So when she speaks and when she's having conversations, I hear what you've been reading. I hear what you listen to. Right. I hear it. That's for true. Me, I love it. Right. I love it because I try to be intentional. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing that could also be true is if you're on the receiving end of someone like that and you're just not that type of, you don't care to go deep with people, or you may not have capacity for anything other than small talk, just both of y'all be honest about it. Be honest with yourself about, what if you want to befriend someone who who just doesn't find joy in the small talk. And what if you want to befriend someone who feels like going deep is unnecessary? Well, both parties need to understand how far you can actually go. And it's not that y'all can't be cool, but you have to acknowledge when it's best to be cool and not close.
And then also knowing it's okay to not receive or to, how can I put this? I'll just say this. I enjoy being able to spend time with people and not have to entertain people, if that makes sense. Like, you can come over and just be existing in my space, and I would not have a problem. I wouldn't feel like I have to talk to you, or we're going to talk anyway, but it doesn't feel like it's just like this front of, I don't even know, like I can't exist. I cannot coexist with you.
You know what? That's interesting because sometimes I get nervous if an environment is too quiet. It's not that I don't enjoy it. Right. Like, I guess I have to really, there has to be so much substance to us already, of which that wouldn't bother me at all. Because I feel like for so long I have been relied on to initiate conversation. I've been relied on to influence the vibe or bring the vibes, or okay, well, I know she stay asking me questions, so I know she gonna have the questions. So it's like, if I already feel like me talking would make or break how enjoyable a scenario is, when I do enter a room in which I can be quiet and I do have the freedom to just exist and sit down and bask, it makes me nervous a little bit, because I've been in situations where it will, I guess the silence will kind of be awkward for me, because then I start wondering, like, are all parties are we having fun?
I'm having a great time.
You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting that you said that. And that's something I've actually been unpacking. And I've been challenging myself to be quiet and wait for somebody else to talk about something. Because I know how I'm coming with conversation. Yeah. I'm not without a question. I'm not without a discussion of substance. But I've been telling myself, when you get invited somewhere, or you're not the driver and you're in the passenger seat, just see how it goes. If you're the last to talk, see how it goes. If nobody say nothing, sit there.
Yeah.
Sit in it till it's not awkward.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You can come over here and practice.
Because
I ain't gonna ask you nothing. No, because I love coexisting. Like,
yeah,
child, please.
I want to get better at that.
Come on over, bestie. I mean, because we have not spent like just time since we were fresh out of high school, and I think that was the coming out of high school culture, because we didn't have jobs. Well, we did have jobs, but we were just coming into adulthood. And so it was different from seeing your friends from school, because you saw them every single day. And so coming into adulthood, obviously the schedule's different. So we're not going to be able to spend we were spending almost every single day with each other because we could. And it's not necessarily like that. So now when we get together, it's just like, it's intentional. It's kind of, but come on over, sit down, do nothing with me.
Send me invites.
This is your invite.
The do nothing bestie night.
Yes.
Wow.
I just call it Tuesday.
Nervous.
I'm nervous. You're so funny.
Wow.
And we'll maybe record it for the people.
That would be actually funny. See how many times I'm like,
you're so funny.
Okay?
And I'm just like, no, you know what I know what's going to happen?
Hilarious.
I know, because I know you and I know myself. First of all, she's an amazing songwriter, singer, creative producer.
Whoa.
And one thing's for certain, two things for sure. If you sit some singers and some musicians in a room together, it's not going to be quiet.
No.
Number one.
Never.
Number two, it's going to turn into a jam session like it used to. Because we used to have jam sessions all the time, actually.
We did.
So that's what's really going to happen, and I'm excited for it.
It's going to be great. I was not expecting for this episode to take this type of turn, but this is as real as it gets. And honestly, if you ask me how to, judge a friendship and how to assess, rather, if you ask me how to assess a friendship, it's what you just saw.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't testing you, and that is how there are some friendships just come easy. They just do. I wasn't testing you. I just kept wanting to be around you, and listen, if the only way I'm gonna want to be around somebody a lot is if I feel safe. I don't have it in me to make myself that's torture. I don't have it in me to make myself be around somebody a bunch of times and it genuinely doesn't feel me. It genuinely doesn't feel like something I want to keep doing. And you were safe. You are a safe person. We do love a lot. It is important to have some friends. I'm not saying you got to be twins with all your friends, but it is. Y'all know how it feels when you make a friend who have things in common with you that you both can mutually enjoy and have a good time at. It not only is it filling for your present self, but there's a little part of your inner child that gets healed as well. Yeah. Because then you start enjoying enough things, then that silliness comes out, that fun. We be joked out. She be keeping it. She keeps it G for the podcast, but she was just laughing at me about something earlier because she knows me. She knows my tendencies, and if I say a certain thing a certain way, everybody in the room might not catch it, but she gonna laugh because she knows.
Because a G know a G. Amen.
She knows. Yes. But you all, we implore you to reassess your circle. This is a good time to just jot down on your friends and just start thinking about the characteristics that that you value about them? What is it? What memories, what moments got you to where you are today? What memories could you add to how can you spice up your friendships in this season? How can you be intentional? Like we said, a do nothing night.
Yeah.
That's free 99. Don't let what's in your account stop you from having a meaningful memory.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wanna leave, because we gotta leave them with some scriptures.
Yes.
Because the Bible does give us tools on how to make sure that we know the type of person that we shouldn't and should be around. And so we did touch on them. Obviously, you have to be around somebody that's as sharp as you so they can sharpen you. But here are some people you should not be around. And I'll read two for the sake of time, and then maybe we'll drop some other ones in the description, and then you could take some time to read it for yourself. But number one, Proverbs 22:24 through 25. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. That's enough said. And the last one is Titus 3:10. As for a person who stirs up division, that's drama, that's gossip, after warning him once and then twice, have nothing more to do with him. And so I love this one because it shows to give grace, right? You don't have to cut people off. But as someone constantly proves themselves, believe them. Y'all know that saying, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. And so those are just a few characteristics of people that you may not want to be friends with. And if you are friends, if you are friends with somebody like that, I know I've had friends like that. I had to, first of all, recognize that I no longer wanted to be friends with people like that, because I was no longer like that, because I used to be like that. So I no longer wanted to be like that. So I had to change my environment, and I had to make shifts in my friends.
That's so good. I do have one last one.
Yes.
Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. Two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Do not navigate this life by yourself. I get the idea of we have to be careful when you have an introverted personality and you wear it as a badge. We all have different characteristics. Everybody is not the most social person, all of that. But don't take it to the extent where it's just like, oh yeah, I don't like people. I don't mess with people. But first of all, watch your mouth, because life and death are in the power of the tongue. And how do you sound existing in the world that God created with billions of people, literally saying, I don't like people? So you got to be careful, and you got to ask God, why do I feel like I don't like people? Can you help me to respect and love people as you love them? Because surely you're not the only person who was supposed to be created to navigate on this earth by yourself. How lonely is that? You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like that. Maybe you haven't found your people, or maybe it's time for you to be a little brave and go find your people, or spice things up with the people you have or whatever. But at the end of the day, two are better than one. Because when I was going through that season before I met you of the reality of having to figure out how to make new friends, again, after college and all of that, it was rough. It was so many times I felt lonely because I wanted to go to the movies, or I wanted to go do, and I want to go do that. And I'm big on self-love. I date myself often, but every once in a while, I would like somebody across the table from me. Every once in a while, I just want to have dialogue. Every once in a while, maybe this isn't the movie that I'd rather see alone. This is a movie that I'm going to want to have conversation about. And so when God brought me a friend, it was just like, it heightens your mood. It lifts you up. A real friend, oh my goodness, you have something to look forward to, somebody to talk to, things to you make plans. Remember, we was playing tennis. I can't play tennis by myself. You know what I mean? We was doing all types of stuff. And it was just like, wow, me as me versus me when you entered in at that time, two totally different me's. And we didn't be around each other that much because we had to be.
Right.
We enjoyed each other's company. So think about who the people are in your life who help you to succeed, who help you to succeed in happiness, who help you to succeed in your spirituality, who help you to succeed in your emotions, who help you to succeed in just all the ways in which you need a little bit more help, or you may struggle by yourself. Because if you fall outside of the Lord, He gonna catch you every time.
Yeah.
But when you fall, what human being in your life do you have that can say, hold on, you that can say you might slip, but I'm not gonna let you fall.
Yeah.
Who's gonna reach for you? Who's gonna reach for you? Who's gonna reach for you? I really want y'all to think about that. And then plan a date with them and just show some appreciation. We got to get back to those just because moments. It doesn't have to be your birthday. It doesn't have to be a holiday. What if you just because if you don't have the time, when's the last time you wrote a handwritten letter? Just gave it to somebody and just showed them love. Hey, today I was thinking about that thing you did 3 years ago. And I don't know if you know, but that really helped me in that season. Write a letter. Just do something. Love on your people. I mean, you got me so full of love right now.
Wow.
I just want them to bask in the beauty of genuine connection and never get tired of loving on your people.
Yeah. That's good. I'm gonna write me a letter. I'm gonna write me a couple.
Come on now.
My bestie gonna get one.
I was about to say I'm gonna write some too.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for watching. We really hope that you enjoyed it.
Yes.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Like, share, subscribe, and then rewatch.
Back.
Bible with my bestie. Holy Spirit, stretch me, please. In Jesus' name.